Hey guys, welcome to this episode. Today I'm going to answer a question that I got from you guys, and she wrote, when should I start doing ads in my fashion business? So I love this question because I get it all the time and I haven't recorded an episode yet. So I wanted to share the advice I've shared with my customers before with you guys. So you go ahead and apply it as well. So the first thing I want to say is if you don't have a product or service yet, but you're growing your audience, you can start today. Okay, that means that if you are creating content, if you have a social media account and you're putting content out there and people are connecting with it, they're liking, they're sharing, whatever it is, you can go ahead and start doing ads. You can start boosting posts. You can start doing ads about your account so you can grow, even if you don't have the product or service yet, because that way you're just building your brand. You're already educating people about who you are and what you do, and you're just amplifying that effect. So if you have an account that maybe it's small still, right? But you are constantly producing content, you're creating content, you're sharing pictures, you're sharing articles, you're sharing podcast episodes, whatever it is that you're creating, and you're putting it on a social media account and you want to grow it and people are already interacting with it, then amplify that with the ads, okay? Now, if you do have a product or service already, then the way to do ads is, again, just have proof that it's selling already. So organically, if you're already getting some sales here and there, you're getting good feedback, people are telling you, hey, I love your product, or they give you a testimonial or something, then you can start investing, right? Because you already have proof of concept, right? That people like it and that it's selling, that it's being successful. So that's a great moment to start investing in ads. So Maria Went, I don't know if you know her, she talks a lot about all this kind of stuff. And she says that she recommends doing ads after you have sold organically 100 copies of whatever you're selling. So if you're selling a course, or you're selling a printable, or you're selling whatever it is, right? If you have sold it, if you're selling clothing, if you're selling whatever it is that you're selling, your product or service, right? If you have reached 100 sales organically, posting, going to events, doing things, right? You have proved the concept that, this thing is sellable. So that's a good marker to be like, okay, now I'm going to invest in promoting this, right? So that's another thing to consider. The next thing I want to say is, don't do this just because I'm telling you to do it. Go ahead and look at your insights, right? Nowadays, we have access to all the information happening behind the scenes, right? When you share something on social media. So if you go to Instagram, for example, and you click on the last post that you have shared, right? There's a little thing there, a little sign that says insights. And if you click there, it'll give you so much information, right? It will tell you how many people saw it, how many people click on it, how many people share it, how many people liked it, commented, all of that stuff. So I say, why don't you first start sharing the content and start looking at these insights. Let's say you do it for a week, right? And then at the end of that week, you go ahead and check, and this should be happening regularly, right? But for the sake of the ads, right, go ahead and check all the posts and see which ones reach the most people, how many people commented, how many people liked it, if anybody shared it, if any of those posts make people go to your profile and start following you, right? Or click on a particular link, right? So all of this information is there, and you just go ahead and access it for free. And then you have proof, right, to invest money in a way that doesn't make you feel nervous, right? Because you already know what's going to happen. Because if 50 people saw this quote, let's say, and 10 people liked it, right? Then you can start doing math and be like, okay, what if 100 people see it? What if 200 people see it, right? So it's important to look at those insights, because they're going to make your nervous system relax, and it's going to give you proof so you invest in ads in the right way. Okay. The next thing is, I would say, really, there's no better moment than the now, right? There's no better moment to start growing like the now. So if you have the proof, if you have already sold the item that you're selling or the product that you're selling, right? And you have that security, right? Then why not amplify that result, right? The wrong thing is just creating something, putting it out there and start boosting it or do an ad or something without even knowing if people are going to like it or not. But nowadays, the way that social media works, right? We have access to all of these insights, right? And we can tell if someone likes something. You could just, even if you don't go into the insights, right? If you don't know anything and you don't feel like you're techie or something, you can go ahead and share something, share an audio, share a podcast episode, and see the reaction right then and there, right? How many people see it, how many people like it, how many comments you get, how many people buy from that post, right? So there's no better moment than the now to just get the proof, right? Get the proof so you invest in the right way, right? The other thing I would say is have a budget, set yourself a budget. So set a number aside that you feel comfortable with, that you don't mind losing. Okay, that's the best way to look at it, right? And especially in the beginning, right? No one wants to lose money, and if you keep track of everything that you're doing and you have proof that something people like it and are receiving it well, then you won't. But still, especially if you're just starting out, you're asking me just, I want to start, but I don't know how to start, then just set yourself a small budget. You can start with $1 a day, $2 a day, $5 a day, $10 a day, whatever feels the most comfortable to you, and then start tracking. Okay, set it out there, right? Keep track every day how many views you're getting. Is it worth it to do this? Are you getting more likes? Are you getting more subscribes? Are you getting purchases? Keep track of this, right? And do it for a specific amount of time. Do it for a week, do it for a month, right? And start experimenting, right? You're gonna start noticing, hey, when I do video, this works better than a picture. When I say go to this link, right, people are clicking on it. When I share these kind of content, people are sharing more. So just start learning. Look at those insights, right? Keep track of everything and start getting the information, the golden nuggets, to be able to then make a decision of, okay, this is really working at this very small scale, right? What if I amplify this and I set this amount of money, right, to do this, okay? And then the last thing I would say is educate yourself, right? If this is an area that scares you, or maybe perhaps the technical part of it of setting the ad or investing the money or whatever it is, right? Then join a class, join a group. There's tons of Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, right? Groups in the internet, right? That offer advice even for free, right? Start getting involved in those communities, start joining classes, right? Maybe you start with a free class, then you pay and then you enroll in a paid class, or maybe you start following someone that talks only about ads and then you join their program. Whatever it is, educate yourself. If you need that extra information to go through the process, to maybe set the actual ad inside behind in the dashboards, if you don't know how to access the technical part of it. But honestly, it's more it feels a little bit overwhelming, right? But once you start doing it and doing it and doing it, you feel better and better. And again, if you keep track of everything, you are going to feel so good because you're going to have all the information you need to make the best decisions possible. Okay, so I hope that this answers your question. Let me know if you want me to go deeper into any of these areas. And yeah, I hope that this was helpful. If you want to talk more about this stuff, we do have a monthly membership for fashion entrepreneurs. I invite you to join us. I'll leave a link below. And we also have some amazing guides for free to help you get organized and put your ideas in paper to start a fashion business. So I'll make sure to leave that for you as well. If you have any questions, please send them my way. I'll be happy to answer it in our next episode. And yeah, just, get started, start looking at the proof, start getting proof, start looking at those insights and start making educated decisions, because it's going to make a world of difference. Okay. Okay, I hope that this was helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in our next episode.